on the Wheaties box. JJ says he considered signing with the Steelers after getting released by the Texans, but ultimately decided against it because he didn't want to take money away from TJ's contract. And Pittsburgh linebacker Alex Highsmith broke out in 2022 with 14.5 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. He's entering the last year of his deal and says he's hoping for a long-term contract. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
School on! Stay on!
Back to school is on, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for your best year yet. Save on notebooks. Save on headphones and laptops. Save on pens, markers, and all the essentials. And right now at Staples, save up to 60% on select notebooks, markers, and more. School on, save on at Staples, where school savings are always in session. N729. Prices may vary in-store and online.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Last I checked, it is a Wednesday, the 12th day of July, 2023. I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, it's Gene. Also hanging around, George Gale and Aaron Atadero. So getting crowded in the newsroom again, huh, Gene?
Oh, we can take one more.
Okay. Well, there's a mosquito in the kitchen. I'll send him in.
Yeah. Just put your money in a brown paper bag and leave it outside the newsroom door.
Okie dokie.
It will disappear.
Yes. So are you excited? Amazon Prime Days yesterday and today?
Wow. I just started talking again. It left me breathless.
Yeah, well, Amazon is warning customers to watch out for con artists posing as Amazon officials. Well, if you suspect a scam, contact Amazon directly because, hey, why get scammed by fake Amazon employees when you can be scammed by a real Amazon employee, right?
In fact, they have some maybe standing by. I don't know.
They probably are. I'm not a big Amazon user, but sometimes it's the only place you can get what you need.
That is true.
Yeah. So, the weather, we pointed out, there is an excessive heat warning going to be in effect through probably at least the middle of next week.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know that we have to stay here all that time when the excessive heat warning is on. So we might ask you to bring us some breakfast a little.
Yeah, I'm thinking about I might just head out to Creede, Colorado, and see what's shaking in some of the creeks around there.
Creede, huh?
Sure.
Isn't that a boxing movie or something?
Well, yeah, there is one, but Creede, Colorado, little backwater canyon with some great fishing.
In Creede.
Yep.
I got it.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
We've got some birthdays.
Let's check our big shot birthdays. Actor Denise Nicholas, 79. Singer Walter Egan, the Magnet and Steel, 75. Richard Simmons is still around. He's 75. Actor
laughing all the way to the bank.
Yes, sweating to the oldies. Actor Cheryl Ladd, 72. Singer Ricky McKinney of the Blind Boys of Alabama. I have seen them perform. It's a group that just is changing constantly, but marvelous gospel. Anyway, Ricky McKinney, 71. Actor Mel Harris, 67. Actor Judy Evans, 59. Actor Lisa Nicole Carson, 54. Actor Anna Friel is 47. Actor Allison Wright, 47. Actor Steve Howie, 46. Actor Topher Grace, 45. Actor Michelle Rodriguez, 45. Actor Kristen Connolly, 43. Actor Matt Cook, 39. Actor Natalie Martinez, 39. Actor Taronda Jones, 35. Actor Melissa O'Neill, 35. Actor Rachel Brosnahan is 33. And actor Eric Sullivan, 32. I think I've heard about 4 of them. Local birthdays, got them. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Joseph Gonzalez, Albert Garcia, Elsa Maldonado, Jorge Hidalgo, Cristina Samra, Justin Solares, Michael Irwin, Jose Manuel Amarias, Henry Rosas Jr., Victoria Valenzuela, Cynthia Juarez, Wendy Almeida, Annette Juarez, Aaron Watson, Frank Gonzalez, Silvana Salcedo, Frankie Lara, Jasmine Clayton, and Sean Kilfintop and LaShawn Kilfintop. They're twins. Happy birthday from KXO. There we go. So Ozzy Osbourne is canceling what was to have been his first performance in nearly 5 years. He will not be appearing at the Power Trip Festival in Indio in October. Ozzy said his body is telling him that he's not quite ready yet. I figure that and Lucifer, right?
Yeah, what about his brain?
Yeah, what? Brain? What brain?
Yeah, check it out. Check it out.
Pickled and fried. Yeah. Okay, for those of you who run, jogging through a forest is twice as good for those suffering from mental health problems than working out in a gym. Yeah, and it's safe, of course.
Sure, you just have to watch out for the pumas that might stop you.
Yeah, it's safe until you stumble into the Blair Witch property, a marijuana harvesting farm, or the creeper you see at volleyball games, right? Yeah. So be careful. And you could jog through the Heber Forest if you really wanted.
The Heber Forest?
Yeah.
You know, the Heber as we know? Or,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's 3 salt cedar trees.
Yeah, boy,
that makes up the Heber Forest.
They're hardy, too. You don't have to worry about them dying.
Oh, no. Okay, our dad joke of the day. Are you ready?
D-I-D, huh?
Okay, why did Billy get fired from the banana factory?
I have no idea.
Why did Billy get fired from the banana factory? He kept throwing away the bent ones. World and California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. The NATO summit is wrapping up in Lithuania. Standing alongside other NATO leaders, President Biden said Ukraine will not become part of the alliance right away, but that doesn't mean it won't get help.
This starts a process by which each of our nations and any other nation who wishes to participate will negotiate long-term bilateral security commitments with and to Ukraine.
The president also said the NATO alliance will continue to provide weapons and other assistance.
We're going to help Ukraine build a strong, capable defense across land, air, and sea.
CBS's Nancy Cordes says Ukrainian President Zelensky gets it.
Zelensky told reporters he understands that his country can't join NATO right now, that could spark a world war. But he said his battered nation needs some post-war guarantees.
NATO did agree to begin the process of welcoming Sweden into the alliance. CBS News special report. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, a potentially record-setting heat wave settling in over parts of the state, prompting Governor Newsom to launch the Heat Ready California campaign. Dr. Rohan Radhakrishna with the Health Department offering tips on how to stay safe.
Try to stay cool. If you have air conditioning, set the thermostat to between 75 and 80 degrees. And keep the windows covered with blinds or drapes. Wear loose, lightweight, and light-colored clothing.
Extreme heat warnings issued for much of Southern California with no relief in the forecast into next week. Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten freed after serving more than 50 years of a life sentence for her participation in 2 murders in the 60s. Former AP reporter Linda Deutsch among those advocating on Van Houten's behalf.
I was delighted to hear that she has actually finally walked out of the prison. It was like I couldn't believe it was really going to happen until it happened.
Van Houten, now in her 70s, convicted for helping Manson's followers kill Leno and Rosemary LoBianca in 1969. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, a COVID-19 update with some new numbers. Here's George Gale.
New numbers were released Tuesday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there are currently 17 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That's up from the 12 cases reported last week. State tier metrics for Imperial County indicate 0.80 new cases per day per 100,000 population, with a positivity rate of 2.1%. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 985. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An El Centro man reported that he was the victim of a scam. The man told police that he was attempting to renew his California driver's license when an alleged employee of the Department of Motor Vehicles told him to send them $700 worth of gift cards. The real DMV does not accept gift cards as payment for services. KXO News Time coming up to 7:42.
El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Now, before you head out on a summer road trip, head into Quick Lane, ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil and filter. Rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Well, AB 918 amended again. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia introduces AB 918. Here's more on that story.
At the time, a Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District opposed the bill. PMHD said the bill needed to be amended before they could support it. The bill would create a new county-wide healthcare district within Imperial County. In the process, the bill would eliminate PMHD and Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District. PMHD said they had concerns and the bill needed to be amended before they could support it. The bill was significantly amended on May 1st. On July 6th, the bill was again significantly amended. As of the latest version of the bill, some of the same issues that PMHD raised about the previous amendments continue to exist. Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District says they support the idea of a countywide single healthcare district. They say they have already applied through the proper LAFCO process for expansion of the district, which would, with voter support and approval, be a cautious and reasonable step towards creation of a countywide healthcare district. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that will conclude this edition of Local News. However, stay with us. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley, and of course, their mobile service, it goes where you are. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Page 2 of the local news and the weather. It's served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls. 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Continuing with more local news this morning, a burglary suspect from Calexico is in custody. Here's more on that story.
It happened Sunday. A business owner in Calexico had gone to his store only to find the front window shattered. The owner called police. Officers responded to the scene. They obtained a surveillance video of the area. Footage of the video showed a male suspect prowling the property before shattering the window and entering the business. He was seen taking 2 cash registers from inside the business and getting away. Officers began searching for the suspect. Before long, the suspect was found in downtown Calexico. Officers arrested 35-year-old Juan Espinosa. The suspect was described as a transient and a known gang member. Espinosa was taken into custody, charged with commercial burglary and felony vandalism. The officers were able to locate one of the cash registers and return it to the business. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A car thief is arrested. A Yucca Valley man was arrested driving a stolen vehicle. Imperial Police Officer Octavio Ayala made a traffic stop at about 5 p.m. Monday after an automated license plate reader showed the vehicle traveling south on Highway 86 from Brawley. Ayala, with assistance from the California Highway Patrol, made the high-risk stop near Highway 86 and Ayton Road. The driver, Eric Hurtado, 33, of Yucca Valley, was taken into custody without incident and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of possession of stolen property. Hurtado also has an outstanding warrant out of Oregon, unauthorized use of a vehicle. Well, there's a special presentation coming up at the El Centro Library. George Gale explains.
It will be Thursday. The presentation is on water safety and is for all ages. It'll start at 10:30 Thursday morning in the El Centro Public Library. Special guest will be Dippy Duck. Everyone is invited to attend. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro Regional Medical Center is hosting a special event. It is the Hello Summerfest. It is a free event being held Saturday at the IB Mall at the El Centro Regional Medical Center Community Education Center. There will be health and wellness presentations, including CPR demonstrations, cooking class, and health screenings. There will also be fun. That's important to have fun. Face painting, a Zumba class, music, photo booth, pet adoption, and more. It's a free community event, and everyone is invited. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice, and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says strong high pressure will continue to dominate the overall weather pattern, allowing very hot temperatures to prevail. As the high pressure shifts northward, temperatures are expected to increase this weekend, leading to areas of major and extreme heat. An excessive heat warning in effect for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Today, sunny and hot, with a high near 112. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds will turn out of the south-southwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 88. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, could gust as high as 40 miles an hour. The winds will decrease to 15 to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 114. West wind about 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. 93 degrees downtown El Centro, 30% relative humidity. Wind is out of the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. By the way, the dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy. There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball, well, it was almost Major League Baseball. The All-Star Game. The Nationals topped the American League All-Stars 3-2. MVP, well, not somebody you would expect. The MVP was Rockies catcher Elias Diaz with a home run for the win. Meanwhile, the Major League Baseball Players Association would like the league to soften the pitch timer rule as the 2023 season approaches the playoffs. Commissioner Rob Manfred is leaning toward keeping the current one in place. I don't think there are too many folks that want to have a new rule affect a game in a pennant chase or in the playoffs, according to MLBPA Executive Director Tony Clark. There are adjustments that can be beneficial. KXO Sports Time, 7:52.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
So what's happening at Wimbledon as Novak Djokovic pursues more history-making victories and more milestones? He's aware that every opponent he faces would love nothing more than to stop him. Djokovic tied Roger Federer with a 46th slam semifinal. His 4-6, 6-1, 6-4, 6-3 victory over Andrei Rublev was the 33rd in a row at the All England Club for Djokovic. Meanwhile, the quarterfinal between Elina Svitolina and world number 1 Iga Swiatek was a stunner. Swiatek is out of Wimbledon after looking like a potential tournament winner, and wildcard Svitolina is into the semis for only the second time in her career, only 3 months into her return from maternity leave. And switching over to golf, the Open is increasing its purse to $16.5 million, with the winner next week at Royal Liverpool getting $3 million. Total prize fund was $14 million a year ago. Cameron Smith, who won at the old St. Andrews, earned $2.5 million. And Northwestern fired football coach Pat Fitzgerald for cause, according to his attorney, setting up a potential legal showdown between the College Football Hall of Famer Fitzgerald and his alma mater. And, one of the interesting sidelights to the Major League Baseball draft, the Los Angeles Angels drafted one of the Joyce brothers in 2022. They grabbed the other one yesterday. The Angels selected Zach Joyce in the 14th round. They took his twin brother Ben in the 3rd round a year ago in the amateur draft. I got drafted. Yeah, but it was a green uniform and said U.S. Army on it. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, already protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. inflation cooled in June. That's the 12th month in a row. Yes, U.S. annual inflation slowed to 3% last month, according to the latest Consumer Price Index released today by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's a sharp cool down from June last year, when inflation spiked to 9.1%, the fastest annual rate since November 1981. It's the 12th consecutive month that annual inflation, as measured by the CPI, has slowed. The annual rate down from 4% in May and landed slightly below economist expectations of a 3.1% increase, according to sources. Well, actors are poised to go on strike against studios and streaming services. Some very famous faces are, again, less than a day away from hitting the picket lines, as the union representing about 160,000 actors prepares to possibly go on strike against major studios and streaming services. The current contract for the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, expires at midnight tonight. The union faced a previous strike deadline of July 1st, only to announce an 11th hour contract extension, but nearly 2 weeks that have passed hasn't produced any kind of breakthrough. And Farmers Insurance says, adios, Florida. Farmers will stop offering its policies in Florida, including home, auto, and umbrella policies, in a change that will force thousands of people to change their insurance provider. The company said in a statement that its decision to get out of Florida was a business decision necessary to manage its risk exposure. On the big board, the Dow up 279 points at 34,539. The S&P 500 up 43 at 4482. The Nasdaq is at 13,926. That's up 166 points. Gold jumped $25.90 an ounce. Oil up $1.10 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 112. West-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear this evening with a low. Oh. 14, west wind about 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the south. 94 degrees, 30% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 10 to 15. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Biden says Ukraine's courage is an example to the whole world as President Zelensky pushes for fast action on NATO membership.
No fast track to NATO membership, but
all our allies agreed Ukraine's future lies in NATO.
President Joe Biden speaking as the Vilnius summit wrapped up with powerful new pledges of support for Ukraine from NATO and from the G7. For Volodymyr Zelensky,
Ukrainian delegation is bringing home significant security victory for the Ukraine, for our country, for our people.
Going home to continue fighting a war the NATO allies know Vladimir Putin must not be allowed to win. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
There's good news on the latest inflation check. The government says consumer prices last month were up 3% over a year ago. That's the best showing in 2 years. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The core rate, which strips out food and energy, which are volatile items, was up by 4.8% from a year ago, and that was a better reading than expected.
The 3 people killed, 14 hurt when a Greyhound bus crashed into 3 tractor trailers parked along an exit to a rest area along Interstate 70 early this morning in southern Illinois.
When I woke up, and I'm not saying woke up, just kind of trying to wake up. And then I got up, got my shoes on, and there was a gentleman that got out of the bus. And then we went and tried to help assist get everybody out of the bus.
A major flood recovery effort underway in Vermont, which was pummeled by 2 days of heavy rain. The Weather Channel's Jim Cantori says it has people comparing it to Hurricane Irene just over a decade ago.
After 2011, I never thought I'd see this again. I mean, this was like a 1 in 500 year, flood event.
'85. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday and July event.
Auto Parts.
When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Of more than 9,000 miles, capable of reaching anywhere, and precedes a major military parade expected later this month. Lucy Kraft, CBS News, Tokyo.
In Italy, police say vandals set fire and destroyed a piece by one of the country's most famous living artists outside Naples City Hall. By the time the fire was out, all that was left was a charred frame of the work from Michelangelo Pistoletto. That work, called Venus of the Rags, featured a large plaster neoclassical nude Venus picking through a pile of debris. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with us on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.